In this video, I'm sharing some fun and clever tricks to help you organize and decorate your home in fresh, creative ways. Whether it's styling small spaces or reusing everyday items, you're sure to find something inspiring.
Saw you just the other day.
If you're like me and don't have a proper utility room or really any extra space to call a laundry room, don't worry, I've got a little trick. I turned the top of my washing machine into the cutest Pinterest style laundry corner. All I did was place a small basket right on top and called it my mini laundry station. I decanted all my cleaning essentials like detergent, softener, stain remover into a few extra glass jars I had lying around. A simple touch, but it really pulled the space together. Here's a super budget-friendly trick I used. I searched for some designs online, pulled them into Canva, and played around with the backgrounds and color tones until they felt just right. Then I printed them out, easy and affordable. To make any gallery wall look polished and intentional, the frames need to be perfectly straight and evenly spaced. I used a handy little tool to get everything lined up just right. Remember those anti-slip drawer liners we all used in our kitchen drawers back in the day? I recently learned you can actually use them under doormats to stop them from sliding around. I store my air fryer on a console here, and every time I opened or closed it, the runner would slip and slide all over the place. It drove me nuts. But ever since I tucked one of these liners underneath, everything stays right where it should. So definitely consider these liners not just for drawers or mats, but anywhere you need that extra grip. Plus, you can customize them to fit whatever space you're working with. So handy. We all love having plants around the house for the fresh vibe and the decor. But let's be honest, some plants, especially the big leafy ones like Monstera, tend to go a little wild in low light. They start spreading out everywhere and suddenly your living room looks like a mini jungle. That's where these little transparent plant hooks come in handy. They're super gentle on the plant. They won't damage the stems or those tiny new leaves just starting to grow. This next little decor tip is all about reusing what we already have. And this time it's something as simple as paper napkins. I have a bunch of them with these beautiful prints, and one day it hit me, why not frame them? I just folded one neatly from all sides to highlight the part I loved most, popped it into a frame, and that was it. It was such an easy little project, and honestly, it looked so good on the wall. To make everyday life a little smoother, it really helps to use smart little hacks around the house, right? One thing I run into often, especially when vacuuming the floor, is how tricky it can be to move heavy items around. That's where these sticky back wheels come in. Total game changer. All you have to do is stick them onto the bottom of whatever you're trying to move. Problem solved. Now I can slide it around effortlessly. And bonus, it makes cleaning way easier since you can shift things around without scratching your floors or even damaging the wooden surface. So I had this gorgeous planter I bought a while back, but once I popped the plant in, the plastic pot inside started peeking out from the top. So here's my quick fix. I just trimmed the top rim of the plastic pot. Sounds odd, but most of these pots are made from very thin plastic that cuts easily with regular scissors.
You belong with the
Once the rim is off, everything sits neatly inside and nothing distracts from the beauty of the outer planter. It's a very small tweak, but these little details make a big difference in how styled and tidy your corners look.
stay loose. When next to you, for sure.
Here's another little space saving trick, especially for those of us who love collecting bed sheets, cushion covers, and all things cozy. The key to making them fit in a small space? First, ironing. Seriously, when they're nicely pressed, they're not all puffy and bulky, which makes it way easier to store them neatly. I stack them vertically in a basket. This way I can mix and match with any bedsheet I want, and every single one is easy to see. And it looks pretty cute too. All you have to do is pull out the basket and pick the favorite for the day.
There is no other way.
Every time I'm decorating, organizing, or giving a little glow up to one of my kitchen cabinets, there are a few basics I always stick to. Always line your cabinets, it protects the wood and makes cleaning up spills a breeze. Then before I start placing anything inside, I like to test out which organizers make the best use of the space. Now you don't need to use these cup hangers, but I love how they add a little variety and dimension. It's not just about storage, it's about creating a space that's functional and visually pleasing. Once everything is in place, the cabinet looks clean, accessible, and not overly stuffed, just the way I like it.
There's no pick and choose.
No matter how much you decorate your kitchen, there's always one spot that can throw off the whole look. And yes, it's the sink area. Lately, I added something new that's both pretty and practical, these water absorbing stones. I've placed them right next to the sink. They're perfect for setting down chopping boards, plates, or anything that is just rinsed. And they're very good at soaking up water. Off to the side, I've created a little zone just for daily use water bottles. I used a tray-like organizer to keep them neatly in one place, and right in front of that is the water filter. It all comes together to form this one dedicated corner just for drinking water. Okay, here's a little cushion secret I swear by, and it has never failed me. Instead of using one cushion cover with one insert, I actually double it up with a twist. So what I do is take a longer cushion cover like a 40 by 60, and instead of using a long insert, I fill it with two smaller square ones side by side. The ones I'm using are 40 by 40, and to be honest, they've just been sitting around not getting much use on this current sofa setup. So this trick gives the cushion a nice full look without needing to buy a new insert. I've even done this with other covers and it's always worked like a charm. If you're like me and spend a good chunk of time in the kitchen whipping up homemade meals, then you probably want that space to feel both beautiful and organized. So here are two simple ideas I use to keep things both functional and pretty. In the first setup, I've got these small glass jars that hold my sugar and tea essentials, but they look cute too. Next to them, I've added a couple of square-shaped oil bottles. And just to bring in a bit of life, I've tucked in a little green plant on the side. It adds that perfect fresh vibe without taking up too much room. Now this is a super easy setup, just a handful of everyday things styled intentionally, and voila, a countertop that works hard but still looks pulled together. For the second idea, I'm using two wooden trays that look similar but are slightly different in size. I'm going to be placing them side by side, which creates this larger, almost a single tray effect that keeps everything nicely contained in one spot without looking cluttered. Next to that, I've added a cake stand, not for cake today, but more as a decorative touch. It holds a little plant and a few pretty extras, giving the space a bit of charm. Here's one beautiful little upgrade I did last year and I've been loving it ever since. These are socket friendly lights that are super easy to install. What's amazing is that they throw light both upwards and downwards across the backsplash, creating this soft, warm glow that instantly gives the space a subtle, luxurious feel. But it really elevates the whole vibe without doing a full remodel. Here's a little idea that came from a chat with a friend. We were talking about layering different plates and bowls to create a unique incense holder, and that totally sparked something for me. So I grabbed a small cake stand, paired it with a golden plate, and added a tiny bowl on top of that. I just wanted to share it as a little inspiration. Sometimes the most unexpected combos turn out to be the prettiest for some of us. The funny thing about living in a place like Berlin is that while there's an amazing variety of plants, everything from lush exotics to native greens, the weather just doesn't play nice. It's too harsh to keep a full leafy balcony all year round. So in my very first year over here, I came up with my own little solution, a mini window garden. I used whatever I had on hand, a shelf, a stand, a rack, or even just the windowsill, and I grouped my plants together in that bright cozy corner. I'm talking about my previous apartments. I added a few decorative pieces over here in this shelf as well, and just like that, I had a sweet little setup that brought life into my space. This spot gets all the light my plants need, and it lets me keep a bit of green in this concrete jungle that we call home. During the festive season this year, I shared a little idea that turned out to be a big hit. So many of you messaged me saying how much you and your guests loved it, and honestly, that made my day. Take any brass masala box or a fancy one that you have at home and give it a little twist. Instead of filling it with spices, we are turning it into a mini snack box. You can fill it with a variety of bite-sized nibbles or even turn it into a sweet box packed with festive treats. You just pop it open and voila, instant charm and deliciousness all in one pretty little box. Post-pandemic, so many of us made the shift to working from home, and suddenly our bedrooms, living rooms, or any spare corners had to double as office space. It became so important to keep these little home offices not just organized, but also a bit aesthetically pleasing. I came across this wooden box that was originally meant for the kitchen. But instead of storing spices, snacks, I repurposed it to hold my diaries and notepads. Stacked vertically, they stay tidy and tucked in one corner. Along the same lines, I'm also using a small square basket to keep all the random essentials like pens, notepads, USB drives, chargers, headphones, you name it. And to brighten things up a bit, of course, adding a plant, just a touch of green to make the space more lively. I've collected a fair number of cake stands over the years in all sorts of materials and sizes. One of my favorite tricks is to use it as a little pedestal to give height to floor plants. I like using one inside my cabinet to display a Dutch oven. And remember the living room rack I shared earlier? I've placed a mini stand there too. It helps to corral all the little pieces of decoration over there. But hands down, my favorite way to use a cake stand is to display perfume bottles. It turns those pretty bottles into a full-on feature. It's a simple styling setup, but looks pretty chic, I think. Hope you liked it too. The dining table is the heart of the living area, at least for me. It's one of the first things I see when I walk in, so I've always loved giving it some extra attention. A bright, beautifully patterned tablecloth is a great start. But I usually take it a step further by layering runners down the center to give the space more structure. And if you're in the mood to jazz things up even more, try layering multiple runners on top of each other. For example, I've layered a beige runner over a deep green one, and underneath that there's another runner with fringed edges. When they're all laid out flat, trust me, you cannot tell there are 3 different layers. It just looks like one cohesive and textured layer. So many times I found myself using kitchen items to decorate the kitchen, and it actually works beautifully. So I'm always on the lookout for such pieces that can do double duty. So after styling the basic countertop, I felt like it needed a little something extra. That's when I pulled out a pair of salad stirrers. I've even used simple wooden spatulas before. All you need is some double-sided tape or a similar adhesive to stick them on the wall. At first, I placed these two on the backsplash right in front of me, but after a little rearranging, I moved them to the wall behind. This tiny tweak gave the whole corner a warm wooden touch using nothing but everyday kitchen tools. And that's it. These are all the little ideas I've used this past year to make my home feel more decorative and functional, all in the simplest ways. Hope you enjoyed watching. Until next time, this is Home Gupshup signing off.